Hello pilots and welcome to Season 4 of Flight Academy, brought to you by Out of Arc Gaming. As always, my name is Phil. Full format rules and lists are in the description below, and you can see all lists in the video link in the top right hand corner of the screen now. But joining me for round 3, game 1, we have...
It's me, it's James.
Hey James.
I'm still around.
Excellent, well welcome back. I was just thinking one day we need to get you down here to where I am, or I come up with you so we can actually play a game like IRL. That'd be great. But anyway,
well, speaking of IRL, we've got you on the board.
We do in fact have me flying my Delta 7s. This is my second game of the tournament, and it's a tough matchup, I'm not gonna lie. 2 I6 FOs.
Yeah, not something you want your kind of arc dodgers to go up against. Is something that moves after you and can reposition themselves quite easily.
And have so many tricks on there as well. I mean, quick draw is scary enough with the double tap. Midnight, I genuinely hate coming up against Midnight, especially in a format like this. In a normal game, fine. He can only get one lock. But in a game like this...
Yeah, it shuts down sort of half your list, doesn't it?
It basically shuts down, like, either one of these. If they get hit, they are shut down straight away. Gallia does not have Elusive. Obi-Wan does not have Brilliant Evasion. Marksmanship is off the table. Calibrated laser targeting is pointless if I am locked by Midnight. It is just such a scary ship, and
yeah, so not only does it shut down like the usual abilities, it also just negates upgrades.
Yeah,
I don't feel like there's too many abilities in the game that can actually do that. At least not on such a broad amount of upgrades.
No, there's probably at most 2 or 3. I think one that comes close is Padme. If she's got you in the forward arc, you can only modify one focus result. But the difference with Padme...
But then that's more difficult to pull off than just getting a target lock.
True, it is more difficult to pull off, so... But, again, abilities like that are very strong. And you don't get many of them for a reason, because they would be absolutely ridiculous.
So what was your initial thought going into this? I can see you've kind of gone around the board, turning in a little bit with Obi-Wan.
I kind of wanted to try and not so much keep some distance, but I wanted to try and see if I could dictate where the engagement happens, so that maybe I could try and split Quick Draw and Midnight up, because when they are going together, that's when they are the most dangerous. Because, and it depends on who you target, you could be getting shot 3 times because of Quick Draw. It's just this is the list that throughout the whole series, I've always found the hardest to try and figure out how to deal with it. Because in such a small time frame on a reduced size board, it's difficult to get them one-on-one to really put the hurt in them. And that's just what makes this list incredible. They're just so good at flying. They fly together really well. And each one of them has their tricks that just makes them less desirable to take out. I think when I was looking at it, I was thinking, if I can get Midnight out first, I honestly think that although Quick Draw has the double tap, in this list, Midnight is the scarier of the two. Because of that lock ability, because of Magpulse warheads. If I could take out Midnight first, I'd be very happy with that, to be honest.
True. I mean, I feel like maybe I would try and take out Quick Draw first, because Midnight only affects the the abilities against midnight, right?
Yeah, it is only against midnight.
And if you can take out quick draw pretty quick, you've then got 2-on-1, and he can only lock on one of you.
True. I think the reason I was thinking midnight first is, again, I would have felt more confident trying to tackle quick draw 1-on-1 because I could split my forces up, and then although Ben would be going last, so moving after, so would have that perfect knowledge, I just felt that he'd then spend more time having to rotate his arc, and if I could come at 2 angles and maybe strip a shield off with the one that is not in arc first,
okay,
and then carry on with the other, because both being I5, I can choose who shoots at what.
Ooh.
So that wasn't the move I did. This is the move I did. I was there saying what I wanted to do was that, and they were like, "Oh yeah, do it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine." I'm like, it will never fit. And I was like, "Told you, it wouldn't fit." But yeah, I felt that if I could have taken out midnight, I would have had a better option to try and go on quick draw. And ouchies, that's not a great spot to be.
No, I think that one next to Obi-Wan is midnight.
That is midnight at the front. Quick draw is the one with the green in the wings. So yeah, that is midnight. Right in my face. I've got a lock, so that's pretty cool.
Currently, I don't think midnight has a lock, does it?
I can't see one. I don't know if it's that lock that's on the rock, because when he went to
Yeah, I think maybe he tried to get one, couldn't, and just went, I'll put it here. I feel like Ben probably barrel rolls just to get out. Yeah.
Solid actual position there. Gives him a great sort of like, I can go for both of you, both at range 1.
Ooh,
quick draw coming in.
Don't think a barrel roll is going to protect quick draw, but still in a good position.
Quick draw's happy to be left there though, because
quick draw is one of those shields that goes, shoot me, bring it.
Yeah,
I've got range 1 at you. If you take off a shield, I've got another range 1 shot.
Admittedly, quick draw is also there going, shoot me, but only lightly. Tickle me, please. Just tickle. Like, that's how quick draw was. It like, take a shield here, take a shield there. Quick draw is very happy. And having Elusive on there as well to try and help that is actually really good. Like, I do really like quick draw. I mean, I flew her in season 3, and she was good fun. And in fact, Ben flew midnight in season 3, so he just basically combined my list and his list together and went, "Yep, here's season 4."
You've had more experience with the Jedi. How good are they on offense? Because I've seen them like doing arc dodging, and they got the Force and a bunch of green dice. How are they on offense?
They can be really solid. So it's the calibrated laser targeting that really helps with them, because they only have 2 dice natively. But if you can get a really good range 1 bullseye shot, you get 3 dice plus that free focus, and that can be really powerful.
I mean, so is that roll from Ben.
Yeah, so it's that roll from Ben, and I don't have enough focuses to trigger Brilliant Evasion. Can save 1, and that's a shield and a crit, and the crit is Fuel Leak.
Ooh.
Awesome sauce. Really happy about that.
Some early points there for Ben.
Yeah. It's one of the downsides of the deltas there. I mean, a lot of the ships in this sort of format, because they're small base, they're not the tankiest. They've either got lots of health and not much evades.
I think that's what's interesting about the format, though, because you can go, all right, I'm going to just dodge everything, not take damage, and, deal with you bit by bit. Or bring something, tanky like a Y-Wing with a bunch of health and go, I'll take the hits and we'll just exchange blows.
Yeah.
But there goes
Obi-Wan down.
Obi-Wan getting initiative killed.
Yeah.
Ouch.
the weird thing is I had Heightened Perception, but I was worried about using it, knowing that quick draw would essentially just shoot me twice if I did get the hit in. It was...
Yeah, it's one of those things that was like, maybe use it anyway, just in case.
Yeah. It was something I wish I had done, to be honest. But there's 2 shields off of Midnight, so that's a start.
It is.
The comeback starts here.
I think Gallia is gonna struggle, particularly now that Midnight just has to put a lock on her and is set for the rest of the game, really.
I mean, I will say I have really enjoyed flying Gallia. Her ability is actually quite fun with the turning off the range 1 attack and turning off the range 3 defense. I mean, obviously you've got to spend the force to do it, but I'm not gonna lie, I felt a little bit cavalier with the force of this as opposed to a normal game. I was like, you know what, 25 minutes, I've got it, I should spend it and just go for it and try and do the tricks.
Yeah, I guess other upgrades that are like limited on the amount of uses, like here we've got Elusive, various munitions as well. The game isn't as drawn out as a full-size game, so you're just like, yeah, all right, use it.
Yeah. And me and Ben tend, like, I mean, one of our games in season 3, we got like 13 rounds in 20 minutes because it was almost like speed chess. It was like, right, move, shoot, done. Move, shoot, done. That's one thing I will say about Ben is me and him, we just got on with it. We were like, right, we need to just play. No faffing about. We know what we want to do, get it done. And Ben, you shoot at the ships, you don't hit them with the stick. You've already done enough damage to Obi-Wan.
We've all done it.
Yeah.
There's been times where I've been very delicate moving ships to like maneuver through them and stuff, and then as soon as I place it, I carefully move my hand away and knock over a different ship.
Like your sleeve or something, just
you gotta pull up the sleeves all the time.
Yeah. Absolutely. But there we go. Nice a turnaround there from Gallia to come back in. Midnight going, okay, me too. But I have Proud Tradition, which was a really good upgrade in this. I'd never really thought about it that much, but it came in so good for Ben, especially on Quick Draw, who could do a red, an analyzer, and still trigger Proud Tradition off the back of that. So it was essentially getting 3 actions after doing a red move. It was insane.
That is very good. I mean, any action economy upgrade is very good. But yeah, that is particularly effective.
Was going to trigger Elusive, decided to spend the force as I'm going to get it back at the end of the turn anyway.
Makes sense.
And the force,
when to preserve abilities in favour of other abilities is a pretty crucial part of the game when you start playing against the better players.
Yeah, it is very important to know when to use something and when not to use it. I mean, Elusive would have been alright, but I knew I was going to get the force straight back, so it made sense.
And even if you're just starting out on the game, it's like learning when is better to take a target lock or a focus for offense. You know, is like, are you getting shot at? Do you need it for abilities? There's a lot that can go into even that decision.
I think that's still a decision that even players that have that seasoned players and even some of the top players still sometimes have that. They just look at the board and go, it's so 50-50, I don't know which is
absolutely.
the right
There's been
call.
times where it's like, mathematically, I know I should take the target lock, so I'll take the target lock, and then you get it and you roll rubbish, and you go, okay, well, I've got the target lock, I'll re-roll, and they're still terrible red dice.
Yeah, or you have...
And you've re-rolled into like all focuses, you go, well, come on.
Yeah, absolutely. Reroll into all the focuses, you're like, oh, gosh darn it. And I think, unfortunately, just missing the Foresight trigger there, which was a bit of a shame.
Oh, unlucky.
It was an interesting... Oh no, we did get the Foresight trigger.
You did?
Oh, and there's the evade.
Ah.
Um,
You got Foresight to trigger.
I mean, 2 games in a row I've got Foresight.
Hmm.
I managed to trigger it. Obviously, you didn't do the commentary with me last week, but I managed to trigger it in my first game, which was quite fun. Oh, that Mag Pulse Warheads, that shield, deplete, jam. There goes my time.
The stuff.
Bye-bye. Yeah. One thing I will say, when I play against Ben, I do find a new appreciation for some upgrades I hadn't thought of, like Proud Tradition and Mag Pulse Warheads are really quite good, actually. So
I wonder if it's one of those things where, because of the limited loadout like amounts that certain pilots can take, whether Ben was like, I want to take Proud Tradition, or was like, well, I know I want shield upgrade and Fanatical. What else can I fit in? I guess Proud Tradition looks okay, and I'll take Mag Pulse to fill in the gap, sort of thing.
oh, that's brutal. Weapons failure.
Oh.
Weapons failure. Plus complete.
You can't even modify it against Midnight. Oh.
No. Oh, yeah. I think you're right. When you've only got like 1 or 2 ships and you've got to really think about the upgrades, you've got to try and think about what is the utility you're going to get out of it. And Mag Pulse Warheads, I mean, again, you only do 1 damage, but it's a crit, which is good. You deplete your opponent, which is good, and you jam your opponent, which can be, is great. Because if they've gone before you, you're stripping a token or a target lock. If they haven't gone before you, you're basically making a target lock or focus action completely pointless.
And jamming at Initiative 6 is, really good anyway, but when your other ship is also a 6 and you can choose the order that those 2 will shoot,
yeah,
fantastic. Shooting at 6 while after the opponent has been jammed, that could be pretty lethal.
Yeah. I mean, so far it is coming at really good though. I mean, Gallia is on 1 with quick draw to go next. Can she survive? No elusive, no force. No.
I mean, well flown by Ben. He completely killboxed your Obi-Wan.
Oh,
I don't even think your Obi-Wan was particularly out of position. He just had initiative and repositioning.
I mean, at the time when it happened, me and Ben just sort of both looked at each other and went, I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
Like, we thought Obi was going to... I mean, we're talking about it here. We thought Obi was going to, like, maybe 1 or 2 health left, maybe strip a little bit off, but to basically 1-2 kill punch was just insane.
It happened, but well done, Ben.
Yeah, well done, Ben. Absolutely well flown. Another 5 points to your score. But James, thank you very much for joining us for that one.
You're welcome.
And guys, don't forget, we still have plenty more action to come. So please do like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time.